Hello and welcome to our family workshop. In this video, we are demonstrating the process we use to make pins or badges or brooches, whatever you refer to them as, in woods. So to start this process, we draw our design out on the wood itself. We then cut out the design, put some PVA glue on the back of that design and stick it down onto the wood itself. You will notice what we're doing, we're using stack cutting as a method, and in this case the stack cutting makes the process slightly easier because we stick a small piece of wood that has the design on to a larger piece of wood in the background, which means you have a larger piece of wood to hold on to, but you're also getting two products for the one cut you do on your scroll saw. Once the glue is then dried, we go across to the pillar drill. We're drilling out the holes that are required for doing the pierce work on these designs or adding the detail to the design itself. We then sand the back of the cutouts on our belt sander. This makes it slightly easier for us to proceed and do our scroll saw work. So the first design we're working on is a little robin. So we cut out that pierce work first of all on the robin design before we proceed to cut out the outline. The second design we're working on is the acting masks, and we're going to do all of the pierce work first of all that later on we will use to fill with our coloured super glue. So we cut out that pierce work first and then proceed with cutting the outline of the design. We could use our hand carving skills to add extra detail to the acting masks, but it's just as effective, if not more effective, to use the pierce work on the scroll saw, and afterwards we'll work with our Starbond super glue. Another design we're adding is a sunflower shape. With the sunflower, we do not need to do any pierce work, so we just cut the surround. Similar with our next design, the teddy bear, we're only working on that surround. We will add the detail afterwards using our hand carving skills. The final design that we're working on, once again, it doesn't require any pierce work, so we cut out the surround for our anchor shape, and that completes the majority of the work that is required for that particular design. Some of these other designs though, we're going to have to do some hand carving. So starting off with our robin, we use our different shaped gouges to round off the bird design. Also to add little bits of detail to the beak, the eye and the line for the red breast of the robin. We're also using our hand carving skills on our teddy bear. You can see the robin we had to secure using a clamp. That's because the vise would have damaged the robin design. Our other designs, the teddy bear and the sunflower, we can carve in the vise. We started off trying to use a support for the surround for our sunflower, but it wasn't able to grip. So we just trusted that it would be strong enough to be clamped in the vise. So we add all of those little bits of detail and depth to our sunflower badge and create that image using the different hand chisels and gouges. You can see we're using our Starbond super glue and the accelerant on this one here. So we put that piece of paper behind the design, and what will happen, the super glue as it dries will stick to that piece of paper instead of it flowing all over the place, and then afterwards we use the belt sander to sand away that piece of paper, leaving us with the beautiful contrast of the black super glue and the wooden masks that we have created. So after we have sanded off the super glue on the back of our mask design, we can then proceed across to adding the pins to the back of the badges. Make sure you do this before you start your finishing process, because you will get a better bond on your super glue by super gluing the metal directly onto the wood itself. Once you put your finish on, you can't get as good a seal. We then add 3 coats of shellac sanding sealer, rubbing it down in between each coat, and then a finishing layer of linseed oil mixed with beeswax. So there you go, that's the process that we use for making pins, badges, brooches, whatever you call them, in woods. Let us know in the comment section which one of those is your favourite. Which one do you plan on having a go at making yourself? If you're interested in making them, don't forget you can find those designs on our website. Feel free to use them if you fancy having a go at making these. Thank you again for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you know when we upload another video. And as always, we'll be back again soon with more videos.